Hey guys, welcome to Bananas Vlogs. So you can actually notice that I got my new bed. I'm so excited. This will be featured in the next video. Actually, I was just at IKEA with my brother. It's some secret vlogging going on. You won't actually see me build a bed because that was really difficult to film in here since it's such a small room. But you can see me build other stuff like my brother's desk and his library, so be sure to check that out next week. Today I'm gonna give you 8 tips to study better, as I just finished my exam session and I realized a lot of people need a new method to study better and to pass their exams. So I'm just gonna share the tips that I've been following all these years and that have been working for me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new and follow me on Instagram too. It's called Bananas Vlog as well. I post a lot of stories and news about the next content, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. My first tip would be to wake up early, of course. The earliest you're gonna start studying, the more you're gonna be able to do, and don't skip breakfast. Guys, I mean, a lot of people tell you, yeah, I don't have time to take breakfast in the morning, I prefer sleeping a bit longer and then go to work immediately or go to school immediately. That is not a good tip, especially when you're studying. Just have a banana if you're not used to having a good heavy breakfast. I am used to having breakfast every single morning. I usually have oatmeal with some fruits and a hot chocolate because I can never go through my day without my Ovaltine, you know what I mean? If you're a coffee drinker, drink coffee. If you're a tea drinker, drink tea. Have a power smoothie even if you're into that kind of thing. But have breakfast, guys. It makes your brain work much better and you'll feel much more energized to start your study day. My second tip would be to make out a schedule. Now, it doesn't have to be precise. It doesn't have to be like, at this time I'm gonna study French and then this time I'm gonna study English. No, you don't have to do that. Basically, what a schedule means is scheduling your breaks. It's very important to take breaks when you're studying. Study a whole day without any breaks, you're just gonna be tired all the time and it's not gonna work. Your brain is not gonna work properly. You need breaks. So here's an example. Let's just say you start studying at 8 a.m. You just start studying at 8 a.m. until 10:30. Then at between 10:30 and 10:45 you take a break. Then between 10:45 and 12:30 you study again, etc., etc. Just make it out however you want it, as long as you take breaks. My third tip is also about breaks. Get some fresh air. It's very important to air out your brain, especially if you're studying inside all day. Just take a walk for 10 minutes outside around the block or something. If you have a garden, study in the garden if it's a pretty weather, or if you don't have a garden, just go walk around in the street for 10 minutes or something, but get some fresh air. Even if it's raining, I mean, get a freaking umbrella, I don't care, just get some fresh air, dude. It's very important. My tip number 4 would be, of course, to avoid social media. I know it's very difficult, especially when now most classes have a group on Facebook where they share all of their info and intel about exams and previous exams and everything, and you can get a lot of info on there, and I have that too. I mean, my class has a Facebook group and we share everything on it, and it has helped a lot. But except for that, avoid talking to friends when you're studying. Just talk to them when you're on your break or something, but avoid like starting scrolling through Instagram because you're bored or because you don't understand something. It's just gonna distract you and it's not gonna be productive. My 5th tip would be to jog your specific memory process and combine the best two. Let me explain. As human beings, we have 3 types of memory process: visual memory, auditive memory, and kinetic memory. Visual memory speaks for itself, as well as auditory memory. You just read and then you process a lot of stuff. Auditory memory, you hear a lot of stuff, like when you hear a song and you know the lyrics immediately after like 2 times listening to it, that's auditory memory. And kinetic memory is actually the kind of memory when you process things easier while writing or touching stuff. Combine the best two, that means you identify the best memory process for you. Like, are you more visual? Are you more auditive? Are you more kinetic? You combine the best two and you study like that. By example, I'm auditive and kinetic memory. And basically what I do is I rewrite my course or I rewrite my summary and then I read them out loud while walking around in my room. It looks very silly, but it's working. If you're more visual, you can read your summaries more than once. You can even read them out loud if it helps too, but combine the best two. For my tip number 6, I'm actually going to show you guys. Stay hydrated. It is very important to drink water while you're studying. If you're not into water, just drink something low sugar. Like, don't drink Coke all the time, dude. Just drink a little bit of water or sparkling water even, but stay hydrated because it's very important, even if you're not talking much, like I am right now. Hydrate your brain will help it work and process things easier. Tip number 7, read before bed. And I'm not talking about a book, I'm talking about what you just studied all day. It's gonna sound like it's a bit much, but your brain can process things easier at night while you're sleeping. It processes the last thing you've seen, and that's why sometimes you actually dream about the last thing you've done or the thing you did in the day. So read your summary again just before going to bed, and don't look at your phone right after because that's just gonna screw up the whole thing. That's a good system, I'm telling you. Just read what you just studied before bed and then just go to sleep immediately after reading. My last tip would be, of course, to go to bed early and get a full 8 hours of sleep. Some of you might be tempted to pull an all-nighter, especially the day before your exam, and that's a really bad idea. Your brain is not going to work properly, it's going to be tired, and you're going to be tired, and you're not going to want to get up the next morning, or you're not going to want to move again to go to your exams and work properly. So just get the full 8 hours and give your brain a rest. That's just essential. That's it for the tips about studying. I hope you enjoyed that. And now it's time for the weekly sound check. The song I want to talk to you about today is called Invincible and it's by Muse. It is one of my favorite bands. It is on the Black Holes and Revelations album, which I have right here on vinyl. It's really pretty. I got it in London. I find this song very motivating. I listen to Muse a lot, especially when I'm studying. I have no idea why, but it helps me concentrate somehow. I don't know, I can't explain it to you guys. It's just what it is. So Invincible really wakes me up and gets me going. It's a very motivating song. It's basically about fighting for what you think is right, never giving up and stuff like that. It's motivational, you know what I mean? If you guys know a song that you always have in your playlist or that you always go back to, just put it in the comments down below. I'll take a look, I'll listen to it, and I might talk about it here if I like it. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very short and I was really late. I'm really sorry about that, but like I just said, I finished my exams. I'm gonna finish work really soon too, so it's gonna be regular again. And don't forget to check out my next video next week about IKEA, secret vlogging at IKEA. It's gonna be awesome, I promise. See you next time, guys. Bye.